Hello everyone. Today seems like the perfect day to take another look at some old gadgets lying around. Take this old modem I'm holding. Looks pretty fine, right? You'd think it's still working, but after a closer inspection, its chances of being useful again are, well, practically zero. But hey, every closed door has a crack somewhere, so nothing is truly impossible. Let's see just how far we can breathe new life into it. As for the circuitry inside this modem, honestly there's no way we can use it in the usual way. So let's just face it, time to toss it and move on. But don't lose hope just yet. The part of this modem that we can actually reuse is the frame and the signal receiver. And you know what? That signal receiver is like a little lifeline, the very thing that saved this modem from the junkyard near my house and gave it a chance at a new life. So after a closer look, the simplest way to show you in this video is directly connecting the two ends of the modem's signal receiver to a coaxial cable. Sounds simple, but in reality it's tricky. The connection ends are so tiny that if you're not careful, you might want to scream from sore fingers or staring at them frustrated. So instead of the usual method, I used an intermediary connector. It's like a tiny little bridge, linking the parts without risking broken nails or headaches. With this connector, wiring is smoother, tangle-free, and the signal stays strong. Think of it like pouring water into a narrow pipe. Direct pouring spills, but with a funnel or connector, it flows straight, fast, and safely. For this old modem, the intermediary connector is the little miracle that turns something seemingly useless into a DIY project, worth trying today. In my hands now is a three-way signal splitter. Actually, connecting it is pretty straightforward. For starters, just attach these two ends of the splitter to the two wires from the signal receiver. But to keep everything secure and prevent it from coming loose, we'll need a little help from hot glue to fix the splitter onto this old modem. So, if you want to follow along with me, make sure you've got all your tools and materials ready, hot glue, pliers, and of course, a bit of patience so you don't get stuck halfway through. And here we have a coaxial cable, our main tool today to connect the modem to the TV. As you follow along, make sure to do it step by step so you don't end up tangled or in a what just happened moment. Remember, a little patience and attention to detail goes a long way, and you'll see results that are totally worth it. In case you're wondering, this is a straight F connector. My plan is to use this cable end to connect to the remaining port on the signal splitter. But don't get confused, we still have the final cable end to handle. Before handling the final cable end, I'll tidy up the coaxial cable a bit and snap the modem cover back on to finish preparing this old modem. That way everything looks neat, the connection stays secure. With this connector, besides adding a straight F connector, I also attach a 90-degree F connector. The reason is to create a more flexible connection that's easier to install and prevents the cable from bending too much. This way, everything stays secure, looks neat, and a bit more professional. Sounds complicated, but it's actually quite simple if you follow it step by step. Just about 4 seconds after connecting, the screen lit up, but we can't jump to conclusions just yet. So, let's be patient and wait a little longer to make sure everything is running smoothly before we celebrate. So far, I haven't noticed any issues at all. So, I decided to unplug it and plug it back in just to double check that everything is working and to see how the modem and TV react. We can conclude, it's a success. The screen is stable, the signal flows smoothly, and the old modem has been spectacularly revived. It's wonderful to see something that seemed destined for the junkyard become useful again, saving money, having fun, and adding a little pride in our DIY skills. And what makes me happiest is, With just a few simple steps, a bit of patience, and a touch of creativity, we've turned something seemingly useless into something truly worthwhile to use and enjoy. You know, sometimes old gadgets not only save money but also remind us that anything can be revived if we put in the time and effort. All it takes is a willingness to try, not fearing failure, and you'll definitely have moments that make you smile unexpectedly.